Goldberg. If you don't know who I am, let me remind you once again I'm a doctor of metaphysical healing, non denominational minister, intuitive speaker, teacher. I am the creator of Guided Spirit Conversations podcast, and I'm also the host and the best selling author of My Fucking Long Journey to Loving Myself, a guide to a shorter path. So I wrote that book. Wow. I wrote that book to help so many, to let you know you're not alone. So many of us are raised in such dysfunction and disarray, and we have no idea how wounded we are. And we get out into the world, and the world doesn't work for us. Our decisions don't bring us, for the most part, sometimes they do, but we don't find the trajectory in the life. We don't find the life that we had always dreamed of, right? So as a child, you have ambitions and goals and desires, and you really want to work at helping others or helping yourself or whatever it might be, but yet you keep finding roadblocks and you don't, you know, you just don't feel you have trajectory. You don't have happiness. You don't have flow, whatever it might be in your life. And well, there are many reasons for it. But that's why I wrote the book, and giving you tips, tools, and techniques that helped me personally heal the wounds, remove those blocks, programs, and interferences, imprints, and implants that I thought I healed, I thought I worked on, but I didn't. And the way I could tell that is because, you know, that definition of insanity? You keep doing the same things over and over again, expecting a different result. I kept thinking I was making different choices. But the reality of it is they were all really similar with all of the same outcomes. And I would hit the floor or I would drop in various levels of downness. And then I started on my spiritual path. And because of that path, I have done a ton of healing, still more to do. It's a journey, it'll never be over. So I did a lot of healing, a lot of clearings. I did a lot. I mean, this is over 20 years now, right? Or 20 years. So I have a lot of that up, but still, I still have my issues. But I wrote this book so that you will, A, know you're not alone, and B, know you can heal and you can have the life that you're divinely meant to live. So check out My Fucking Long Journey to Loving Myself, a guide to a shorter path. Okay, I'm coming on with this announcement, and the announcement's about Guided Spirit Conversations podcast, which is going to go live in 40 minutes. Yep, going live 40 minutes. And you can find it on my YouTube channel or my Facebook page of the same name, Guided Spirit Conversations. It's on my LinkedIn, my Twitter, my various other groups. But we stream to a lot of platforms. If you're not able to come to a live episode, don't worry. We upload to all your favorite listening platforms so you don't have to miss one information, motivationally inspiring filled episode with the guests that I bring on. And this week's guest, let me tell you, her name is Teresa Greco. Teresa is a happiness coach, a happiness life coach. She has a weekly show called The Steps to Happiness with Teresa Greco. She's been a best-selling author 3 times. She's a Reiki master. She writes for two Canadian lifestyle magazines and an international magazine. Well, to me, Canadian would be international because I'm in the United States. It's all perspective, right? Anyway, join Teresa and I as we talk about happiness. What is happiness? Why is it so difficult for people to be happy? What's holding them back? What can they do to start bringing more happiness and joy into their life? These are just a couple of things that we are going to touch upon in today's podcast. So I invite you to join. Again, Guided Spirit Conversations podcast on my Facebook page or my YouTube page of the same name. My Twitter, LinkedIn, I think Twitter goes to Instagram. And if you have any questions, write them in. This is an interactive show, so if you're able to watch live, please write the questions in. If not, feel free to email them to guidedspiritconversations@gmail.com. We'd be happy to answer them to the best of our ability, both Teresa and I, and we look forward to you participating and being a part of the show. Again, if you're not able to listen live, we're going to upload on all your favorite listening platforms. If you like the show, like it, subscribe to it, review it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the shows because it's based on your input to me that I can remold, reformulate, reshape my shows and how I do them, because I do them for you and I want them to really help you and inspire you and motivate you to know that you have the power. Like Dorothy, Glinda on the Wizard of Oz said, you always had the power. We do. We always have the power. It's inside of us. So we can have the life that we are divinely meant to live. Okay. Also, check out my website at Marla Goldberg, Goldberg having 2Rs.com. See what I do, how I can work with you, my inspirations, my favorite things, my motivations, all of the above, former, past interviews, things like that, are all on my podcast, not my podcast, excuse me, website. So please check them out. Okay, well, it's time for me to get ready for my show. I am going to see you in 38 minutes. And as I leave you, I send you love, blessings, and gratitude. Know how grateful I am that you're in my life in whatever capacity you're in it. For not only are you a student for me, you're my teacher. And not only am I a teacher, I am a student. It's a lifelong endeavor. Stay well. Know you're loved. Know you're not alone. Because even though you may not have a physically present being in your vicinity, there's so many beings on the other side of the veil who love you so much and just want you to succeed. Here's the secret. Hi, Tier. Here's the secret. You need to ask, and you need to ask out loud for what it is you need, want, desire, help, support, whatever it might be. Ask for it and let them start working on your behalf to bring to you what it is you want in your life. Okay, I am going to see you now in exactly 37 minutes. And until then, stay safe. Bye for now.